Good afternoon. This is Jill Chapman recording my final database explanation video. Oops, pardon me. I apologize, I was not able to do a screen recording. I had some technical difficulties, so hopefully this will work for everyone. So I decided to do my database on MusicStore. I'm a music lover, and I'm actually involved in a band that plays out on the weekends and things like that. So I use some of the data from my real life to kind of put this together. So I guess let's just jump in. So under databases, I call it MusicStore. Pardon me. I called it MusicStore, and the various tables I had placed are called compilation, genre, media type, musician, producer, record label, song, and studio. So through the various tables, there are foreign keys and primary keys that connect them together. As you can see in the media type table, a lot of the data types are numbers, which I think if I were to do this again, I might assign different identifiers. All the numbers, while they were still different, it made it more difficult to come up with unique numbers enough to keep it all straight in my head. So this is the media type table, and it has a few columns: media type, studio ID, producer ID, record label ID. Some of those also are used in other as well. Some of these tables here, excuse me. So the genre table has just two, one's genre ID, which is the primary key, and genre name. I tend to go with the integers and the variable characters just because it's easier to be able to put whatever data you'd like to put in there. That was my real reasoning for doing that. But then, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, it did make it more difficult when coming up with unique enough numbers. So I was coming up with single digits, and then 999, 888 for others. So I think I might do that differently. So on the producer table, producer ID is my primary key, and then you can see the other fields that follow. Let's go down and take a look at another one. So for songs, song names, I made the variable characters a little longer for that one because song names could be super long. And then the song ID for this one is the primary key. A lot of these have foreign keys, so like compilation ID can be found in another table as well. So I really tried to make sure that I did the primary keys correctly. But this database, I think really if we were searching through it, we might, some of the data that I entered, so I entered into song, for example, song 001 is Stand By Me, and then song 002 is Stand Up, song 003 is Take a Stand. So as you can see, I try to get creative with those unique identifiers for the numbers, but I could only get so creative. Excuse me. So this database is really, I guess, would be meant for anyone who's involved in booking for this band or would need to know the different band members that would be available for various gigs, the instruments that they play, and producers, the record label behind all of the CDs and recordings. So this would really be, I think, geared more towards a music lover or someone who's interested in bands in particular. So that's a little tour of my database that I came up with, and I hope you enjoyed.